Hi, today we're at Virginia State University's Randolph Farm, and as you can see behind me, we've got lots of crops growing, and especially peppers. So let's talk a little bit about those today. You know, everybody grows tomatoes in their garden, and some people grow peppers also, and people often ask me, which is easier? Well, in a lot of ways, peppers are easier to grow. So why don't we take a few minutes today, talk about peppers. I'll try to give you some production tips, and we'll see if it might fit into your garden. Well, the reason I mentioned that peppers are a little easier to grow than tomatoes is because peppers in general have less disease problems, less insect problems, and I think for the home gardener that makes them a little bit easier to grow. Peppers are a great crop, and as you can see here, we've got some really good production, nice plants doing really well. This is more of a commercial system where a farmer would use something like this mulch covered bed with drip irrigation. But you can do the same kind of thing at home. You can make yourself till up an area and make yourself a bed to put your transplants on. I think it is important to irrigate. We use drip irrigation systems here. We use some type of hose to do that. But you can go and find soaker hoses and you can put that down. It's also important to think about some type of mulch, like straw or even wet newspaper, to go around the plants. What that does is that keeps the moisture in the soil. It doesn't let it evaporate as much. So that's a good thing to have on your peppers. I think that overall they can do really well for you in the home garden. There are lots of different types out there. These are a banana type pepper, a sweet pepper, and as you could see earlier, they are kind of a yellow color. A lot of peppers, when they mature, are going to turn into a specific color, like yellow or orange or red. A lot of bell peppers, for example, people will pick green, and that's slightly immature. If you let those stay on the vine a little longer, they will actually turn red, orange, or yellow. Well, here in this setting, to keep these peppers from falling over, we've got a trellis system. We've got this plastic mesh netting that the plants grow up through, and it keeps them from falling over. Peppers can get kind of tall and they can get heavy and they might want to fall over. So you can use something like this in the home garden, or just like the tomatoes behind us, you can put stakes around or near each pepper plant and tie them to that. That'll keep them from moving around, especially in high winds during the summertime. Now, pepper plants need to probably be spaced when you put the transplants in the ground about anywhere from 18 inches to 2 feet apart. It depends on the variety. Some are smaller in stature and some are larger, but if you space them that way, you're going to be fine. Another thing to think about is fertilization. It's a good idea to put down about 2 pounds of 10-10-10 for every 100 foot of row spacing before you plant. And then after you plant, about 3 or 4 weeks after you plant, you can water these with some water-soluble fertilizer, or you can go in with some granular fertilizer and add it to the side where the plants are, add it down the row to the side. That'll keep the plants moving, green, and healthy throughout their growing season. So when you're thinking about peppers, there's lots of different types out there, lots of different varieties. So as you're consulting your seed catalog in the wintertime, look for varieties that are going to fit into your production system. Look for ones that have different maturity dates, because some take longer than others. And one type that takes longer than others is hot peppers usually. Now, these are habaneros here. They're an orange. They will get orange as they mature. They're very hot, but they do take a little bit longer to mature than, say, a bell pepper or a sweet banana type pepper. And we do have some of those. That's another type. These sweet banana peppers, they are going to be light green, kind of a lime color, and they're real popular on sandwiches, cut up. Really nice but sweet. And there's also another little type now that's called snack peppers. They're a sweet pepper. They're a little smaller than those, but they're just made to be snacked on. Lots of different varieties out there, so take your time and choose the ones that are right for you. And there's lots of other production tips that you can find from your local county extension office. Well, for From the Ground Up, I'm Chris Mullins, and we'll see you next time.